We are wrapping up the parts portion of this restoration journey. It's been a deep dive into some niche car content, but all these restoration parts are about to come together for the bigger picture, bringing this 1972 Toyota Corolla back to life. In this video, we're tackling the front suspension refresh, complete with new bearings, races, seals, shock inserts, brake rotors, and of course, a fresh coat of paint. Stick around as I work through the assembly and take another big step towards reassembling this classic ride. Let's get started. Whew, there it is. Okay. And this is the race that goes inside. Okay. I think that's... Okay, so these are my wheel hubs. And I was just saying that I wasn't going to be taking out the race. And I was like, yeah, I'll just change the bearing. But the first video I saw, which is a great video, his name was the trailersmith. He immediately said, first thing, you need to replace the race with it. So I went and I got the correct tools and I picked up a little race driving set. I could have used my press, but you know what? You got to use new fun stuff, right? And I needed a race, one of these templates to fit right in there. So I'm going to punch out the old ones. I'll just get to it. I think it's almost there. There we go. Let's see. Is it out? One. I think I'm replacing with the exact same one, so that's good. Nice. Jump on the tiger. Nice. First one. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Big boy. This is the correct way. Suppose they just whack it. Holy shit, that worked. Okay. Nice. I gotta... Look at that. I need to now use the punch just a little bit. Don't wreck anything. I think I did it. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. I can't find any more of these, and they look ugly and they're all ripped up. But I don't want to just install it here. I still got some of the glue. I didn't do a great job, but I think what I'm going to do is just clean it up, glue it in place, and then give her a little chop and a clean up. So, that way the spring just sits there, and I don't have to worry about metal on metal. Maybe not the biggest deal, but it's just a little something. So I'll just clean these. I guess super glue this. Well, I hope that works. Okay, it's the next week. These dried up, so they're now secure. A little bit of glue residue, but it's on there. Okay, let's start putting this thing together here. Dust cap. Put a nice scrape in it right across. Okay, so while I was completing the other one, to figure this out, I realized I put my spring compressors on. I've never done this. And I put it on and I compressed it and everything like that. And I was like, this doesn't need to be compressed. It just assembles without being compressed. So these must have been lowering springs that the guy previously put on. So for the most part, I don't need to compress these because I can't. The whole thing comes together without it being compressed. So that's what somebody in the first video said, hey, you know, you unbolted the suspension and it probably, you know, blew up under your car. And I was like, well, no, I think it was kind of half tightened, like mildly tightened. I don't really know what I'm saying. It's late. Anyways, I'm gonna show you. I don't know if there's a correct orientation for this. Sit that on top of that. Flip over top like that. And where's this lock in, right? This is new. Going nowhere. It looks like I put in the bump stop wrong, so I guess I'll take that out and do it again. Okay, so we've got the new races in there, and now I need to pack this thing full of grease and get the new seal in there and get the bearings in there and get the bearings packed. So, okay, we got the grease, and this is for wheel bearings and chassis. We have a lovely bearing in here, and we're gonna pack it. So I was watching some videos, and it was saying you take a nice dollop of this and you put it on the side of your hand here, and you start scooping it and pressing down so it gets forced into it, and you keep moving all the way around. Okay, so you can see how it's come up the top like that all the way around. Actually, before, this was the inside of this between both races was full of grease, and from what I understand, you don't need to do that. You just need to put it on the race itself, and that's it. There we go. Supposedly you can under grease, but you can't over grease. And we can drop this sucker right in there. And we're gonna put the new seal in. And this is an easy seal, just hammers in. Okay, then we got the seal with that side going toward the bearing. And we use a little hammer, just. Alrighty. She's in there. And now we have the dust shield here. Well, that way is front because this is my other side. I'll just use my finger. Go in there. That's good. Okay, we need to pack the other bearing. Lock washer, claw washer. We're gonna tighten it a lot so that we really set the bearings. Good. I just want to make it real snug so I know that it's sitting correctly. This back, make sure it's tighten, 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 and then loosen. One seems better than the other side. Probably should go and figure out what the actual torque spec is. Okie doke. These were the last pieces to be restored. Everything's been, you know, painted nice and clean. Everything has new parts. It has new bushings, new seals, for the most part, you know, to the best of my abilities. So back here, if you remember all these, they're now all collecting dust, and they all need to be put back on the car. So now that this is done, we can focus on that. And next time you see the car, it'll be back on the ground. You probably even forgot that there was a car here, most of you. You know, everyone's been tuning in for very niche part restoration for a 72 Corolla, but there is a really cool car here that we need to put it on. So very excited to get things back together. It's been a year. No, it's been 2 years. I thought it would take me 4 to 6 months to do this. Life gets busy. Yeah, so next time you guys tune in, car's going to be back on the ground. That'll be exciting to see. You know, this car has been through a lot. It's been through blasting and fires and welding and things thrown at it and who knows what. So, yeah, no, going to push hard, get this thing done by summer, get the engine back in there, get that running properly, you know, new ECU, new brake lines, new fuel lines. So that's going to be a battle in itself. So, but first things first, let's get all these parts back on the car. And yeah, when's that going to happen? It'll happen soon. It'll happen very soon. Okay, thanks everyone.